am Mrs. Gloria Ekeng. I am a nurse consultant for Stroke and TIA, and I am the CEO of Stroke Care International. Stroke Care International is a charity that is registered in England and Wales, and also with Corporate Affairs Commission in Nigeria. Our mandate is to try and create awareness, talk to people, talk to communities about what stroke is, how to prevent stroke, and what to do when stroke happens, to identify when stroke happens, and how to try and manage the stroke. In our country, in Nigeria here, where there is no social service, so we have to educate ourselves, our people, about stroke. So stroke is real, and but we try to bust the myth about stroke. A lot of people think in the community think that stroke is something that somebody has done to you, or that they've kept for you. That person in your village, that person that doesn't like you in your family, or somebody have done something to. It is not. I think we need to come to the understanding that stroke happens when things go wrong in the way we live our lives, and therefore, or the way we manage things like blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, all things about the way we modify our life. It's called lifestyle modification. So these are the type of things that we should be thinking about, and not thinking that somebody has done this to us when stroke happens. There is life after stroke. So when stroke happens, the way we manage it will make us to recover, or will help the person to full recovery, or to have quality of life after stroke. So I am also the chairperson for stroke support organizations in sub-Saharan Africa. So I oversee stroke organizations. These are organizations that support people that have had stroke and are recovering. A lot, when stroke happens, it actually affects not only the person but the whole family. It affects their lifestyle, it affects their work, their income. So a lot has to be done to support these people, and that is what we are. So we have a support group called the Stroke Care International support organization here in Lagos, where people can contact us. We say that time is brain. So the amount of time that takes you from the place that stroke happens to where you can have help, receive management, is very, very important. The less time you spend at home, the better. So it is not, when stroke happens, you need to be able to recognize the signs of stroke, which is by the acronym FAST, FASC, F for face, A for arms. Look at their face. Is it drooping to one side? A for arms. Can they raise their arms like this and hold it without dropping it? And S is for speech. Can they talk properly, or their mouth is going to one side? And time is time to move now and get help, because time is brain. So but I hear stories of people who call their spiritual leaders first, they call some other person, and they do native treatment. All that is something you will do later. Even we are making that call to your imam or your pastor or whosoever, it's time to hit the hospital, to go to a proper hospital that will identify, that will do all the tests, that will do all the scan the x-rays and the MRIs and the blood tests, and physical examination, and interview a witness that witnessed this thing, somebody who goes to the hospital with that person, to know, and that is how you can save, because there's a clot busting drug. If the stroke was due to a clot, there's a clot busting drug that they can give the person in the hospital that will dissolve the clot, and the person would immediately begin. And that drug is available here in Nigeria. You can only get it through a practitioner, a neurologist that knows what they're doing and are stroke specific. So today we have come to this local community. It's a local community, and this is why we are doing the community awareness, because we need to talk to people, you know, about what stroke is, how to identify it, and how to manage stroke. We have done it in other places. We have done it in markets. We have done it in churches. We have done it for the whole of Police College Ikeja. We have done it for Nigerian customs. We have done it in markets. So now is when we come to our local community. This is a big community here with a lot of families. So this is why we've come here.